the Gospels themselves.
Right.
There aren't any non-Christian articles or that much in that area that would confirm that outside of what was written by the faithful, those who already were of the mentality that was what happened. That was the historical fact of the incident.
Okay. But the most famous person of Jesus' day was Tiberius Caesar. Within a period of 150 years, 10 people wrote about Tiberius Caesar. Within a period of 150 years of Christ, 42 people wrote about Jesus Christ. So certainly we're not going to try and maintain that there's little historical evidence regarding Christ. There's a ton of historical evidence about Christ.
It's kind of like a game of telephone, though.
No. It's not telephone, Because we've got over 5,000 Greek manuscripts or pieces of manuscript of the Gospels, agreeing to an infinitesimal degree. I mean, it's not telephone, man. This is historically reliable information passed down over 2,000 years.
I don't know. I am kind of the belief, though, that no document can be completely reliable, especially the farther back that you go
Okay.
from it, because especially text is written with a given objective, and it's usually to persuade someone to believe what they already believe, to tell people what they think is the truth. And if it's just one person's word, it's very difficult to verify that, especially the farther back you go from people actually having witnessed whatever it is they're talking about. I'm also not denying the possibility that what you're saying is all completely true, but I'm dubious of it because I can't.
All right, well, just be consistent. Aristotle, Plato, Caesar, Tacitus, Thucydides, Herodotus. At the most, 20 extant manuscripts we possess of any one of their works. Time gap between when they wrote and the earliest manuscript, 700 to 1400 years. Jesus Christ, Gospels, written within 20 to 60 years of him, not 700 to 1400. First manuscript, John Rylands University Library, Manchester, England, fragment of the Gospel of John, chapter 18, dated 117 to 138 AD. That is 30 to 60 years after the writing. Very short gap, very close to the actual events recorded. You got to take it seriously. Sure, there could be errors, but the manuscript evidence, the date of the writing of the document, the gap between when it occurred and when it was written, the gap between when it is written and the first manuscript that we have, the New Testament is supported far more solidly than any other document of its time. So if you're going to be consistent with your tests, goodbye Aristotle, Plato, Caesar, Tacitus, Thucydides, Herodotus.
And it's entirely possible that all of those documents have as well undergone change, considering that they're all being transcribed and copied by people who could just as easily go in and alter a word here or there and morph the text in some way.
Anything's possible. The question is, what does the evidence point to? And I'm going to follow the evidence. I'm not just going to believe something because it's possible. The question is, what does the evidence point to? And the evidence is clear. Those documents are historically reliable. Based on manuscript evidence, archaeology, literary style, they're clear.